All right, Wyatt. Let's go through your video here a little bit, bud. Obviously, you are built like a house, so that helps a little bit. However, as we go through this, you're going to see this part of the body, which is your power source, your speed, and your power. We don't use very much because of this incredibly aggressive load and position you get in. And as we watch these videos, if you watch any of your teammates, we're going to hear a lot of the same things being talked about. So we'll start from the left. The right side video, unfortunately, I got you out of the frame most of the time, but it's going to be able to help us as we move forward, as we get to the ball. So we'll start with the left here. We know we talked about this a little bit. You know, your feet are where I always look first. So whenever somebody comes in, I'm looking at their feet. And again, you got this little angle going right here with your right foot and your right knee, and you're going to load up. And what it's going to do is going to stick you a little bit. That's a pretty powerful position to be in. But if you notice, as this hip starts to go out, you're still stuck in this position where the knee is kind of going opposite of where the direction you want to be moving to is going. I'd like to see, as you lift up and you get this hip moving, is that the inside of your right knee follows it, the inside of your right groin follows it, and eventually your elbow will follow it as well to get connected to the hip. And we're not going to see that. So as I move you here, see how the right knee's staying? It's not moving. So you're moving basically right now from this position right here. And you're moving. And your right knee is stuck. So you're just sitting down on that back side. That knee's not doing anything. Your hinges aren't working on the right side of the body, which is where your speed comes from. So now you're going to do what you do, again, because you're so crouched over. You're going to hit, look at the knee, still hasn't moved. Now it's moving. But by this time, the front side of the body's moved a good foot. If I put a basketball on your knees right now, right here, and I said move and keep the basketball on your knees, that basketball, that right knee should be following the left knee. It's how we walk, it's how we run. So anyways, you're going to land. You dive in like crazy. You're coming inside this way towards the ball. And again, the ball's coming at you this way. In a game, your eyes are going to be out here as well. And so when we're on a tee, it works a little bit odd because we tend to focus right here. And that gets us in trouble over many years of doing it that way. Anyhow, you get here, get on the ground. Now you're stacked. Now your body's in a position where you're ready to hit. That's a really odd position for you to be in because, again, your upper body there's so much space between your elbows and the body. Knob's pointing down. That knob's got to get there. We know that, and you're going to work really, really hard in the upper body, which is, again, you're going to start to come up and clear. You're going to try to get this knob that's pointing down to get towards the ball coming at you. And as a result, this part of your body does 90% of the work. Okay? We're going to see that motion right there. There you go. You're up. That's a really good position to be in if you have this hip right here driving and this knee driving to take these hands through the ball. You don't have that. Not because you can't produce it, but because of this really aggressive that move right there. That move right there and lack of movement here are going to take you in a position where this part of your body's got to do most of the work. So your barrel gets to a really inclined plane, right? Which is, again, launch angle. That's fine. But you should be making contact with this ball now. Right in here. And you don't. You make contact with the ball there. And as a result, you top a lot of balls. Which means the ball, when you hit it, because your bat's kind of coming up, you'll make contact with the ball and you'll top it. That's a really aggressive move. The next frame, you're going to see your left elbow jump way up in the air. Right there. And again, not a bad position, but if I have that, making that move. So when I hit the ball, my hands follow that, and the hands come out and around in this fashion. There's your contact point, and immediately you're extended. Looks really good. And again, you're strong as an ox, but when you finish, look at the lower half of the body. You're still stuck here. You're stuck there as well. I think if you just get rid of this angle right here, where you're sitting down at the ball and your left foot's coming in, it'll help you. And again, unfortunately, I didn't get you very well on this. You're out of frame, but if we watch on the right side, you're diving in. But look at that. You are diving into the ball. Your next move, we're going to see this head go like this, out of the frame. No, you didn't do it. Let's watch the hands. Right there. The hands are going away from the ball. Away from where you want them to go. Now you get the barrel head going where it should be, which is to the pitcher. But again, I wish you could see it. You're blocking. Your right foot's over here somewhere. And you're aiming like this towards the ball. So you get to a point of contact right there, and then it's a round move. You are so strong, man. But even that ball right there, you hit it and see the top spin? You should be making contact with the ball right there. And it's tough to do that and keep the barrel on that plane so the barrel keeps moving forward because you've lost this energy down here. And then we're going to top it. And it keeps you from launching that ball, 380 over the left field fence, right? And not having that energy coming through, right? And you can see the hands almost go away right here. See them go away? So they're pushing themselves away, and then they got to re-jump and start because the right elbow is not able to come down into the back hip. But again, that's not a bad position to be in. It's a little bit of a high angle. It's probably closer to 33 degrees as opposed to more kind of in here. Barrel lag to contact. You have an aggressively arced plane, and that's because, again, right there. So the look, it's down and then up, as opposed to down and through to make contact with this ball coming at you this way. So a little bit of a change in this part of the body, not getting so stuck, I think will help you start to build some momentum coming through this way. And that upper body just getting cleaned up, I think, will help you a lot. I mean, obviously you're a good athlete and you're built strong, you're big. It's a matter of getting the most out of that body. Okay, bud? Good luck.